Well, Lee, I suppose we be on our merry way then?
So, we're done here?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I fucking knew it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Status report.
Oh, Lee, why don't you give a status report?
He's dead.
What? I'm sorry. Wait. Come here. Come here, Lee. Come here.
I told you I'm gonna lie.
What do you mean he's dead?
He's dead.
How?
I killed him.
What?
I had to.
You don't ever have to kill anybody.
Yeah, I already threw that argument out there.
Oh my god.
We said no more blood on our hands, and what do?
Why does that even matter now?
Because you killed somebody, Lee.
I mean...
You can't.
Did you even try to just pay him off to be quiet? I bet Sky had at least the money to do that.
No, Sky did not have the money for that, actually.
To at least pay him off to keep him quiet? Did you even try to pay him off to be quiet? Did you even try to pay him off to be quiet?
No.
I didn't have a fucking chance.
No.
So he said no and you just immediately kill him?
Yep, because he wasn't going to take it. Obviously. Why should I expect a merc like him to just say yes? 1,000? For 150? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Are you being absolutely serious?
Oh, I'm being dead fucking serious when he said the price to kill the queen would be 1,000.
Okay, we could have.
That's a whole
guy had
story.
150.
That kind of makes sense for it to
We
be
could have.
1,000 considering
We
who
could have
it is.
just paid him off to be quiet and then got him back when we had the funds.
Oh yeah, and just let him say 1,000 more to keep his mouth shut. Yeah, good idea, Chris.
It's a better than
didn't know
idea than
that.
killing him. Cause hear
You
me
had
out.
no idea.
No, here's the funny thing now. Okay, do you think... So, Sin's fucking sister is Ellie. You don't think she's gonna notice he's gone?
Well, you shouldn't have taken the job in the first place.
Oh. God.
I had my worries. I knew this would fucking happen. I literally assumed that he was on his fucking...
You didn't even let him speak.
He was a neutral party. Kind of.
Well, I barely even knew the guy, and I couldn't take the chance.
It was a life that you just took, Lee. For no fucking reason. We could have just paid him off to stay quiet. And you fucking kill him? Without even a chance?
Like I said, he would have said 1,000 more to keep that price
You
up.
didn't even try. You didn't even try to keep him quiet. You didn't ask how much to keep him quiet. What
Even
if-
then, we wouldn't have known if he actually would stay quiet.
Oh my god.
If only you were there. If only you were there.
Well, I can't because I need to stay secret. If we had 2 wanted people, it would have been way too much because Davern has a fucking just target on his head whenever he's out. At least Ono could have pretended to be Trace at least.
That would have given Trace away, so I wouldn't have done that.
True, but either way, at least it would have been better than having Davern there. Because no offense, you're less of a target than he is.
No, of course I am, because I didn't be stupid.
Either way, at that point, that stupid action in the past is way more, at least, redeemable than this. Like, Ellie's gonna notice he's gone.
Oh my god.
You just don't fuck with the money. You just don't
We have
ever
cells.
fuck with the money.
We had cells.
Also
Could have been
taken
taken.
prisoner. Because at least then he wouldn't be dead. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is bad. Okay. This is bad.
No,
What do we do?
Really? There's nothing to do.
Alright. Okay, Davern ran off this way, I think. I don't know exactly where he went, but hey! What do you do? He's most likely at our house. He seemed pretty distressed, so I'm not too certain where he went. But either way, he couldn't. I mean, he obviously didn't go far. What's this? Whatever. Let's just find him. I don't know where he is. Jesus. God, I'm gonna wring Lee's neck later. It's whatever. Just find Davern. You need to at least have him sane. So let's just find him. He has to be at our house. I don't know where else he'd be. Davern, are you here? Davern. Davern. Is he in his bed crying? Where is he? No. Any notes? No. Any... Is he up? Are you up in my room? Davern. April, did you see him? Did he come here at all? Am I saying I can't even talk to you? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Orphanage, maybe? Is he in the orphanage? I have absolutely no idea. Is he at the orphanage? I can't really check these. I don't know if they actually keep visual history or not. I don't know. Davern? Davern? Oh my god, where is he? He better not have run off. I cannot be alone with the idiots back at the base right now. I don't even know what they'd still be talking about. Like, I don't even know what they would still be discussing at this point, honestly. Like, just more saying how idiotic Lee is. God, Lee. He's gonna fuck up everything I've been planning. He is going to fuck up every single little piece I have gotten. This rebellion was actually starting to do well, and then he decides to just blow it all over. Because now we have casualties again, which took us forever to deal with the last time. But it's whatever. It is literally whatever, because, oh no, every single thing is just, let's just fall and fail, everybody. We just kidnapped Bentley, we did a successful heist, but nah, let's kill somebody. My plan was going so smoothly. We were going to hire Sin to kill the queen, and then she'd be out of the picture, and then we could have someone in Justin's family to calm him down, get him to step down from authority because he needed time to grieve, and now, oh look, now every single thing is breaking. It's fine. Is he down here? No. Of course he isn't. Is he here? Is he actually just inside the tavern? Davern, are you in here? There you are. Davern?
What do you want?
I came to check on you and see how you're doing.
Fine.
You sure you're kind of drinking? You seem pissed, although honestly the pissed is fair currently. Who the fuck put up these posters? Was this your idea?
No, not mine. They just were there.
Sakura Heart is now opening a new bakery. Sakura Sweets opens at 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come visit. Side note, looking to hire... Was Ali here?
I don't know. I was downstairs and then...
Fuck. Whatever. Okay. Come on, bud. Let's get you out of the seat. Come on. We can't.
Fine.
Alright. But either way, we can't be sulking right now. We need a goddamn plan of what to do about this. Because so far, all those guys are doing is arguing, which the arguing is fair, but we need a plan, and you're the only one I can go to currently, because I'm not about to search that whole base for Payon. So, we need to come up with something, because every single little piece that I have put in place has just fallen because of Lee's inability to think.
Should never have recommended him.
Really, we shouldn't have. I don't know why we had him in.
His skills could have been useful in tactics.
Oh, wow, what a tactical decision!
Whatever he was thinking, I don't know what the hell he was.
He wasn't thinking. That was the issue. Also, we can't just keep leaving these. We need to actually throw them away. Do we even have a trash can here? Let's put it here.
I clean them up every day and put them back in that chest. Just put them in there. I'll clean it up later.
I don't know what to do. We just redeemed ourselves for the last stupid decision we made that caused casualties, and now there's this.
Blood is in our actual hands now.
Not even ours. I wouldn't even say this isn't even ours decision. At least with the Dogeland fire, that was at least mostly a unanimous choice. This is just outright one person's fuck up.
We need to think about this long and hard. What if Sin had mentioned where he was going to Ellie?
I doubt he would have. He's professional. I mean, if he wasn't a professional, he wouldn't have asked for that much money. Which, honestly, the price was fair for what we were asking him to do. I thought Argus would have had at least a little more funding.
You would think with all the time and effort that was put into that damn base that he would have collected something.
I know.
Anybody would collect something.
Does Sky know how expensive you could sell the Prismarine in that base for?
So goddamn much.
People would buy the hell out of the Prismarine, the quartz, the sea lanterns, everything. We could have sold that base for the money we needed. Or at least some of its resources.
Not to mention, New Cercio's, when mining near it, has plenty of riches. I don't know how the hell they didn't find anything good over there. Or found minimal.
Because that's the thing, we don't own all the mines here.
Or if anybody were to create a mine, we don't have right to it.
Exactly. So I don't know why they didn't at least try a more resource gathering.
This was a fucking mistake. All of it.
I can agree on that.
I thought Argus would have been just minor inconveniences for the New World Order.
But
A rally almost, but no. Turn to this.
now we have a fire on our hands, a kidnapping, and murder. So,
The whole 9 yards.
the whole 9 yards. The only thing we haven't done is full-on global destruction. And I am so glad we don't have access to that, because on God, if Argus had access to actual good weaponry, I cannot imagine the fuck-ups we would do with it.
I can only wonder who does it next. These fucking morons.
They are morons, yeah.
We have one who doesn't give a fuck, one that's incompetent, and another that's
A murderer?
too much in his fucking head. He let his personal bias get into his head. Fucked us over.
To admit, he at least, while paying him off to just stay quiet was a good idea, I will admit, he did bring up a good point of maybe the price to keep him quiet would have been double the amount.
Or at least he would have come back for more.
Yeah,
Even then, I'd be willing.
Yeah, I can't disagree that logic has merit. But still.
It does. The fact it wasn't even a thought that crossed his mind before he decided to kill him.
I know. If he had at least asked, then maybe I'd understand the decision.
Not to mention, his disappearance is going to be noticed.
Well, yeah, he has a sister and other people know about him.
We can only guess how much that will trip. The whole search party might come here.
What do we do?
And
What do we do about his sister? What do we do? What do we do? Kidnap her? Sky's not gonna like that decision.
Right.
I don't really want to do that either.
Nobody does. Maybe Lee with his dumbass actions, but
it's hard.
No.
It's hard to keep one prisoner happy, and to add a second one that'd be constantly screaming.
It would just make us look worse. At least with Bentley, he's a tactical advantage. Kidnapping Ellie would be just cruel.
It would be.
We might as well just join the New World Order if that's the case.
This point. And we can't kill her because, that'd be stupid.
Illogical, stupid, and arrogant.
Yeah, so, and she's his sister, so they're not exactly gonna stay quiet if we just pay them to. Because here's the main issue. Because hear me out. I wouldn't have too much of a problem with Ellie finding out if, it didn't pinpoint to our most recent addition and somebody who's already been on the wanted poster for a while.
All of this just
again,
because of my brother.
But then again, that's assuming she'll even figure out who did it. But obviously, somebody who's a mercenary disappears and then never comes back. Most likely either she's going to go on an all-out war between both us and the New World Order because she doesn't know who asked him to come.
She would blame the Argus insurgency. They're the most wanted and have caused most troubles.
Exactly.
New World Order is known to be more public with their actions.
Yeah. So we now have... Yeah,
block.
so we have a lovely issue of it's obviously going to be pinpointed as an Argus attack because we've done more stupid decisions.
That's going to make our bounty so much more. And that makes our plan on trying to get me scot-free is going to be a problem as well.
Yeah, because the issue is, they won't know who did it.
They'll most likely pin it on everybody.
Exactly. So, Ona, you, Sky. Not me, luckily, because they haven't pinpointed me as a member. But still, it runs an issue with the clearing your name aspect, because if you get wanted for murder, you know, that's a lovely addition to your wanted list.
Not to mention, if any future plans on me getting out of Argus, they're going to still... The people are still going to think of me as a murderer. That's not what we want.
That's not what we want.
So now all I can think about is trying to clear my image, get myself out of Argus, or at least not to be associated with them anymore.
That's fair. I want to leave, but you know, I'm staying because if I'm not there, they're going to just crumble everything and ruin my entire plan. So, even though they've already done a bang-up job at that.
The only plan I have is just to turn myself in. Maybe give them the information they need. Not any location-wise.
Look, while I'd love for you to leave, currently, I need you to stay.
What good is that gonna do? That's just gonna compromise us just a lot more.
It'll compromise us more, yes. But, hear me out. Okay. If I'm thinking about this logically from a attack standpoint, right? So if New World Order figures out that Argus as a whole killed Sin, right? That will prove to them that we are not afraid to do a killing blow. It's not.
Make us look petty too.
This isn't a good. It's not a good angle to go with, but we can maybe get them to have Argus feel threatening again, because they were threatened by us before, somewhat. The Dogeland fire made them afraid, and that gave us an upper advantage. We didn't use that advantage, which is why we failed, but we could use this to our advantage.
Right.
Because
I'm sorry, Chris, but that's not a good idea whatsoever.
It's not a good idea, but it's the best idea we currently have. Because what are we gonna do? Rat out our 2 members and then we're down more? No, that's a terrible idea. We'd lose instantly. Because while Sky's an idiot, they have the power of Festus to make us weapons, which will already give us an advantage. So,
how good is that already done?
Well,
the issue is if we're going with this angle, we're going to be seen as a joke by the New World Order, seeing that we're not fully there. We burned down Dogeland
and then
in vengeance of Everett, saying that killing was wrong,
and then
that the people they trust murdered an innocent individual who had nothing but good intentions.
That's true.
But then we kill someone and we boast about it.
That is true. You are not wrong about that aspect.
Now think about how bad that makes us look even more. It makes it more irredeemable.
That's true. And we do want to seem somewhat redeemable so we can possibly get new members. So I see your point. Maybe the using it as a crux of a scare tactic isn't the best idea.
Not in the slightest. Now, if we want to really think about this and go with a fear tactic, what we could probably do... Huh.
It's definitely a thought, because it's getting difficult to think out a way to go about it. Because it's not exactly a action that we want to go off of, but we kind of have to at this point.
I don't know about you, but I would be down to lie and say it was an act of self-defense. But the problem is, and I know how much you don't believe in this, but the reappearance of Everett and Payon are still questionable and a possibility for Sin. You remember how this guy detailed Sin's death?
I remember.
Saying that his body disappeared. That happened, from what I've heard from Lee, the same thing happened with Everett. And most likely with Payon. It's a connection. What if he's back? What if he comes back?
I doubt it. Honestly, at this point, I still doubt Everett ever came back. At this point, I'm just believing we went off of the words of a madman at this point.
The gods exist, and that's your drawing point? That's the point of crazy?
Look,
it's still a possibility.
I have personally never seen Everett after that event. I have never seen Everett. I've only ever people talk about it. And the only person who really ever talks about it is the madman who just killed a person. So I'm not exactly going to believe the word of a murderer at the current moment in time.
Understandable. What about Payon, though? He's still a liable source.
Payon.
If Payon was to lie to us, he would have done something by now.
That is one where I might look into it further. Because that's the main thing. 2 instances from Lee, I can at least disbelieve it because he's kind of insane. But when we have a third person who isn't connected to Lee in the slightest, it makes me question a little bit. So I'll look into it. And we'll keep it on the possibility. But I doubt it extremely. I may be a little conspiracy-ish, but I don't believe it until I can at least get some more proof on the matter.
Fair enough. But it's still something that could trouble us, true or not.
Let's go off the self-defense angle that we have. Say that Sin attacked us. So say we had
or at least that he was going to reveal us, and we took action.
Here's what we have. All right, I have an idea. Okay, so here's how we spin the story. Right, if it is found out that Argus did it, we have a spin tactic. We can spin it to say we had a meetup with Sin, admit to the fact that we were going to have him assassinate the Queen. Because that is a very important factor. We need truths whenever we are telling a lie. We need bits and pieces of truth in there, so then even your lovely aunt cannot detect the lie.
Whatever. I think that's the best thing we got.
So we say that we were going to have him meet up with Sin to kill the Queen. But then he refused, said that he was going to tell the New World Order about us, tell them exactly who was there, and basically in a ditch effort, and sure, this won't look good on us, but we can say that the people we had meet up there threatened Sin, and then in a moment of fear, Sin attacked the person who threatened, and then the person who threatened Sin kills him. Because think about this. While the threat isn't good, the threat is at least threatening somebody who is about to reveal what you are doing is redeemable.
Somewhat.
So basically,
doesn't matter. If we just point out who did it, and we really just throw them under the bus, I think it'll work.
Exactly. So say Lee threatened Sin, Sin attacked back when he got threatened, and then Lee kills him. Perfect.
Even then, once you're released back into the world, we could also use you as an alibi. Say that only the 2 were involved. None of us, Ona and me, weren't. Not in the slightest.
Exactly. I can say that you 2 were keeping guard on me in the cells. That could definitely work. Which we'll definitely need to plan out when my release is, because honestly, this whole time, because currently it's getting more and more chaotic without having me as an informant. So, we'll definitely need to plan out my release. Or at least maybe fake my escape.
Definitely. We could also try leaving paper trails for the New World Order to fall into.
Exactly. Place... Ooh. Idea. Okay.
What do you got?
Okay. Here, wait. Follow me. Here, because I do want to show you some things I did. So, come down here. We'll come down here just in case. I basically made more of a storage room down here. But either way. Okay. So I have an idea for the escape. Currently, from what I know, the New World Order does not think we have multiple bases.
For now.
So think about this. Lead a paper trail back to a base that has a similar description to where they think our base is currently. Cold, and in the cold. So, we place a second temporary base specifically to stage them finding me. That way, we kill two birds with one stone. You get me back as an informant, and they know I'm not in Argus, and two, they think we have more bases.
It'll work.
Because
so unfortunately, we'll have to report this to the other members, but we can get it done.
Because I do think this is a way to confuse the New World Order. This is a way to confuse them.
This works. We can't half-ass this base, though. We need to make it believable. So this will take time, but I think it's enough time.
I think it will definitely work as a way to confuse them, stage my recapturement, and then maybe I can give them some false information as well.
We will also. I think it would be a good time to take Bentley back too.
No, we need to keep him.
Do we?
Here's the issue. Releasing me is at least a advantage. If you release Bentley as well, they have their spread of information again.
That is true. But to be honest, what can we do now? Afterwards? That's my big issue.
Because here's the thing. While yes, I do want Bentley freed, the issue is... And also, here's the thing. If we just have it that me and Bentley are in the same location, wouldn't that technically maybe make Bentley somewhat speculate on why he never saw me? Like, ever? In any of the cells? So if we say that they kept us in two separate locations...
It'll work out.
We can maybe make them think that we are somewhat smarter by having them believe that basically...
Then we let on.
By basically being like, if one base is compromised, we only lose one of the prisoners.
Perfect. That should be enough time for Payon to come back with new information on soldiers.
Exactly.
Then we can start making bigger plans.
Exactly.
Now there's one more thing I want to mention.
What?
What do we do with Lee? I think it's safe to say he's a viability.
He is a liability, yeah. What do we do
liability.
with Lee? If we think about this logically, we could either rat him out and get him out of our picture, but then again, and I doubt he'd talk if we did rat him out, but then again, him talking's a possibility, and he doesn't really like me that much, so he might throw me under the bus. Imprison him? No, if we ever let him out, he'd try to kill us.
I hate to see it, but I'd rather kill him than anything.
Well, he deserves death. That would just make us the same as him.
Really? If we think of it as capital punishment, then I wouldn't think so.
True. We could do what he did to Justin and just imprison him in a cell without food or water for a few days.
Yeah, he'll just stay on our side afterwards? Like a fucking lapdog?
Good point.
He's dumb, but not that dumb.
You make a good point. I don't know, because the thing is, I don't want to kill him. Because he is well, he's a liability, he's also a somewhat useful asset.
I think the only punishment I can think of, that he is no longer allowed outside. He's not allowed to do any of the outside missions. Anything is strictly anything but planning is allowed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Then again, he's not really a planner type. Maybe we have it regulated to that he can only go on certain types of physical missions, but he cannot go on any reconnaissance missions.
Even then, I don't trust him with that. Planning, at least, his expertise as a mercenary can come into play. Give us tactical ways into and out of buildings if we could get plans of the area. Seems more logical than letting him out to do whatever the hell he does.
True.
I don't think it's a bad punishment either, where he would abandon us.
We'll have to talk about it with the others, because this isn't a decision that me and you can make on our own of what we do with him.
We'll talk about it, but I doubt Ona is going to give too much of a fucks.
Probably not. We need to make sure they get more useful. All of them. So far, me and Payon are the only ones pulling our weight.
Why are we in here?
Well, I just wanted to check to see if I remember to put any of our... No, I didn't put any of our storage stuff up here. Okay, I'm going to do that later.
Yeah, animals seem to be thriving just fine.
Yeah, they seem to be fine. We need to... Because we really need to make them all more useful. Because that's the thing. They aren't pulling their weight.
Well, we can try and assign Sky into making armor and weaponry. Because, honestly, for now, we're having nothing.
Weren't they supposed to go through Payon's Royal Guard armor and figure out how that armor works?
I don't think they even started on that. Everything has just been so...
We'll get them to start on that, because we need them to do that.
And as for Ona, I don't know what she can do.
We'll figure. She has the bird.
The bird can only give out so much information for us, though. But she is able to get in and out. She can be an outside informant for now, I guess. As much as info she can get, listening to guards, maybe.
Maybe.
Have her scout out, seeing if anybody has noticed your disappearance at all, maybe?
Maybe. That could be good. Because I'm more of a political part informant. I'm less guard-wise, because I don't talk to those guards.
I don't know how Yuki trains those guards, but if they can run their mouths, that would be good.
Yeah. Let's go up. Come on.
And we already have Payon on work, but now there's just me.
Yeah.
So far, the only thing I've been able to do is repent for Dogeland. They seem to... Miles and Allie seem to be okay with me now.
That's good. We'll try and keep that.
I can try and use those two as cover, I guess, for my innocence. Maybe go to Allie crying about what happened. It'd be nice to talk to Allie about this anyways. I'm having massive regrets for starting this with Sky.
That can definitely work. This is going to be a hell. This is going to be a hell to try and fix up.
We just need to regroup and, I don't know, just pull ourselves back together. This isn't...
We were doing so well and the plan was going right. Why do we have to bring in Lee?
We need more numbers. I don't regret bringing Lee because his besides his actions, his skill is no laughing matter.
No, it's not.
Nothing to look under as well. That's... He will be the person to plan our attacks. We'll definitely look over and keep a close eye on him. I'll do most of that since I'm the one who kind of brought him here in the first place. Thought I could trust him. I thought
The only
that
people
First.
you can truly trust in this world are the ones you don't fully trust.
funny, and how funny is that?
I mean, hell, you can't fully trust me, but you trust me anyways, and that trust actually gets places.
That's right. We're two people from different coins. So we know our way around things, and together our minds can come up with some interesting plans. Proper plans, unlike these idiots.
I love that we've gotten so used to just calling our...
teammates idiots.
Yeah.
What have they done so far? One got caught. The other shot a bow at my father, and we burnt down a fucking building.
Yeah, so far I'm the only one out of y'all who hasn't actually committed crimes.
Well, besides, you're kind of in the line of treason. It's kind of like a middle ground.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say more of... poetic takeover.
That makes absolutely no fucking sense, Chris. You didn't do any of the big boy crimes, so I'll give you props for that.
Exactly. Although one of them is somewhat on my hands. Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Exactly. Other than that, I haven't done really anything wrong other than just giving people plans. I haven't betrayed the New World Order, haven't betrayed the Argus insurgency.
Well, you thought of it. It didn't really do, so you're kind of off the hook with that.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you're off the hook. You gave Sky that stupid plan in the first place. But it doesn't mean it's wholly on your hands. They
took my words out of context.
Whatever.
Other than that, I haven't done anything bad against Argus. Other than that action.
When this is over, I hope to expand this place a lot.
Oh, we're definitely going to expand these walls. Definitely.
Oh, right. Make them breachable as well, so we know who to let in and not.
Exactly. I mean, we've already have it mostly unbreachable. There's only one way in. Well, we'll cover that one up after this is all over. We'll cover that entrance up after.
Yeah.
We'll seal it up. We'll seal it up afterwards.
It's stupid. But I'm excited to see people walking around this place.
I know. I'll definitely like commanding more people around.
Oh my god, it is a hassle to talk to those idiots. You're the only person who talks to me like a person.
I know. That's why we're such good partners.
And normal partners in crime as well.
Exactly. Would you say I managed to get your spirit up?
Somewhat.
See,
Thank you for taking me up here.
See, I'm a good friend, aren't I?
Still don't trust you 100%, but
which friends do?
You attempted and
it's a nice view up here, honestly. Hello?
I want this to be over so much.
Yeah.
I just can't comprehend everything. This whole Argus shit started just because I don't know. I fucking
I don't
was
remember.
just-
I don't even. At this point, I don't even remember the original intent. Like, what originally it was supposed to avenge the actions of Danny, and then it was.
Originally, it was just to bring light of what happened.
Yeah, and then the whole Everett thing happened. Honestly, hear me out. Hear me out, though. You can kind of blame. Honestly, Yuki should be blaming herself for the way things went. Because hear me out, if you think about it. If we just stayed with the original intent of bringing light to what happened to Danny, then most of the actions that have transpired would not have occurred.
Wouldn't have happened.
We would have stayed a quiet little protest just trying to bring light of her actions. But then the Greek ball happened, and then Everett was killed. And then that is what brought about the whole burning and the fire and the killing and all that. So honestly, Your Majesty should be blaming herself.
Her little thorns are because of herself.
Exactly.
I still don't know about how they knew Sky was our leader at the time.
I'm not sure either, honestly.
I could point fingers at the person I don't really trust,
And
but it doesn't matter. Who else do you think?
Lee?
Yes, because Lee knew who we were at that time.
It's true. Honestly, I was blaming Nova for a long time, honestly.
Doesn't matter. It was a long time ago. And even if it was you, I still blame you. It's just a theory, and I don't really care if it is or not.
It wasn't me, I can promise you that. Because what would that have given me an advantage for?
You do have a point there.
That whole scenario didn't benefit me in the slightest.
Kind of caused more thorns on your side.
Exactly. Because before that all happened, Sky was easy to manipulate.
That's fucking stupid. But also fucked up, man. Fucked up. We should never have been a part of this. I should have just kept my brother safe, you know? And I know it's dumb, but I still feel kind of responsible for Sin's death. Letting Lee in.
It's not your fault. We didn't know that Lee was going to be insane.
I just thought maybe he shared his story with me and why he stopped being a mercenary, and it was similar to what happened to me. I thought maybe he'd be more calculated and understand how taking a life, especially without thinking, would have massive consequences. So I thought we'd be on the same level.
Yeah.
Who knew I'd be so fucking wrong?
Yeah. But we can't change the actions, so for now, we have to roll with it. And don't worry, you got your old partner Chris here to help you.
Okay, then, I guess.
Look, I know that you don't want to be here, but look. So far, we have to work together, because so far, the only people who have managed to have Argus succeed are me, you, Payon.
Still fucking funny to me that Payon, who had recently joined and we thought could be a possible spy for New World Order, has been more beneficial than some of the core members.
I will do that redeem after the lore. Sounds good? I'll do it after lore. Okay, cool. Alright. Either way, yeah. Yeah, I know.
You okay? The cold, just had you frozen for a bit?
Just a little freezing, it's fine. I like the snow, but it's kind of pouring down a little bit.
Yeah. We might want to have like a bunch of rest stops once we expand. That way when people are cold they can just,
warm up. I mean,
Not to mention, we should.
these give us some good light.
They do give us some warmth, but not
A lot.
super strong.
Yeah.
It's powered by redstone, so.
I mean, one of the hottest areas is the place where we have just fire burning at the podium.
Yeah, but do you want people sticking their butts near that?
Not all the time.
Not all the time, so you're okay with it sometimes?
Well, we don't currently have anybody, do we?
For now.
But yeah, definitely.
The faster we end this war, the better.
So, for now we have a plan. We'll go back to the others later. But for now, I think we need a little bit of rest, and I honestly have no idea if they're still talking in there. So I think for now, let's just have some relaxation, some rest, do some work around the town to take our minds off of things, and then meet back with them when we're both ready and we're not just going to burst off into yelling. Because I'll be honest, if I go back and to see Lee, I think I'm gonna yell again. And my voice hurts already.
After that, I'm most likely gonna do as planned, talk to Allie. Maybe they'll give me some closure, maybe.
Oh,
and
yeah,
again,
with those posters, could you put in a good word for me for hire?
Oh, do you really want to work over there? Like, I work over there, and I have to wear a dog costume soon.
Oh,
they just need that
no.
shit tailored. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think I'd rather not.
Oh, but you would look so cute in a cupcake costume.
Yeah, I'd do it for your aunt. I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding. Anyway.
I might pull a Lee and just kill you next.
Don't make those jokes. I'll kill you first. But anyway. Alright.
Yeah,
I'll
try it, Scrouty.
But alright, let's just both rest for a little bit. And I'll meet you back in a minute. And I'll meet you down in maybe 30 minutes after I rest.